Lala Kent is officially due on September 1st, one day before her own 34th birthday, and she is currently expecting her second child any day. Days before her due date, the 33-year-old actress of Vanderpump Rules was spotted out and about in Los Angeles with her mother Lisa, picking up one of her dogs from the vet. The host of the Give Them Lala podcast wore black cycling shorts, black knee-high compression socks, and a black tank top that hung over her growing baby belly. She put on running shoes and strolled behind her mother and her pit dog, who was wearing a shame cone. As soon as Lala gives birth, her 3-year-old daughter Ocean will become a big sister to a small baby girl. She and her ex-boyfriend Randall Emmett share co-parenting of Ocean. She employed a sperm donor for her soon-to-be daughter. Lala recently talked about the harrowing medical scare she had during her baby shower last month. She recounted on her Give Them Lala podcast, "My arms and legs went numb. I could not breathe, and it took everything in me to not pass out and just make it to my bed. I was yelling for my mom, but once again, I was having a lot of trouble, and I was really worried," Kent said. "I don't know what happened," she clarified. "She may be sitting strangely, I've heard, but I felt so guilty since I've been whining a lot about how my body hurts, and I just want it to be over with." From her bed, Kent phoned her doctor, but when she positioned herself in a different way, she eventually felt better. "And then I was able to breathe again," she recalled. "The infant was undoubtedly active. She hasn't stopped moving, I stated to the doctor. And he said, 'Oh, okay, I'm not as worried now.'" The spree actress said, "He was like, 'I really need you to start staying off your feet,' implying that the baby was just positioned awkwardly. Avoid doing too much during the day." Which Ken acknowledged, I believe that from the second trimester, I have been overdoing things." Kent gave an explanation of why she chose to utilize a sperm donor and displayed the ultrasound of her newborn child during an Amazon Live event in March. In the midst of her custody dispute with Emmett, she declared, "The best thing about my baby daddy is that he does not exist. I've been rather transparent about my want to be in complete charge of, well, maybe not of my child, but of having them around all the time. I had a very difficult period with my history and with Ocean alone," Kent continued. "My child will never be available for adoption again," I said. Lala Kent, star of Vanderpump Rules, is once again criticizing her co-star Ariana Madix. The reality star appears to be sticking by her statements on what transpired during the Vanderpump Rules Season 11 reunion. Kent vented her annoyance at Madix for not wanting to go on filming with her cheating ex-boyfriend Tom Sandoval. Kent also wanted her to understand how it may negatively impact her show's future and remove food from people's tables. Kent talked candidly about the challenges of being a single mother as she gets ready to give birth to her second kid in an interview with Parents. The Bravoberty shared that she is extremely protective of the people she loves, but the moment she had a kid, she turned into a warrior. Kent also implied that she was looking out for her kids and stood by everything she said at the reunion. "Anyone who comes in and tries to threaten the well-being of your children and how you provide for them is not going to be taken kindly," was exactly what Kent had to say. This clarifies her unexpected decision to turn on Ariana Madix instead of Sandoval. Madix talked candidly at the reunion about how hard it was for her to stay around her ex following their months-long affair with Rachel Leviss. But since that's the cost of living your life on camera, Lala Kent thinks that's what they're all doing. Even with all the controversy surrounding the shoot, Kent is content to take a break. Vanderpump Rules often releases its movies in the summer. VPR Season 12 has not yet begun production, though, following Sandoval and Leviss's adultery scandal, what the fans call Scandoval, and his separation with Madix. But it seems like Kent is relishing his break. Given how difficult her pregnancy has been, the reality star feels that her time off the program has really been a godsend. She had the entire summer to unwind and focus on herself before the kid is born. She continued, acknowledging that even if they had begun filming Vanderpump Rules Season 12, she would have waited to participate until after giving birth, which fits in nicely with her earlier admission that she needed a vacation. Ken also mentioned how much she would like to take a maternity break when the kid is born. But she finds it difficult to take time off sometimes. The Bravoberty continued, thinking about how being away from work impacts her. "I'll start to question if I'm a worthless person. Kent is very protective of the future that she will have with kid number 2. As she guided her followers through the process of selecting a donor on Vanderpump Rules, Kent also stated that she is amenable to revealing her child on reality TV when the time is appropriate. Due to her most recent pregnancy, Lala Kent has refrained from watching Vanderpump Rules. Lala has admitted that she has purposefully avoided watching the reality TV program in recent weeks. The 33-year-old celebrity had intrauterine insemination earlier this year, and she is now expecting a daughter. Lala said on Amazon Live, "This season, I was kind of going into a darker place. I haven't used the internet, but I don't really need to because I am aware of what others are saying. The criticism I'm receiving, regretfully, it's challenging because I have no regrets about the season. Therefore, it would be preferable for me to avoid it." Lala claimed that she is not now thinking about any controversy on television and is instead focusing on her pregnancy. "This is my real life, and I know the show is too," the reality star declared. "I just want to stay in my real life of starting a family. I've simply been ignoring everything since my life is so great and amazing. I want to savor the success I've achieved on my own via many years of hard work and feel really delighted about all of the adjustments I've made in my life to get to where I am." Lala maintained, however, that she still respects Vanderpump Rules and the show's audience. The outspoken celebrity, who already has 3 children with her ex-partner Randall Emmett, said, "I love NBCU, Bravo, and Vanderpump Rules. I also love all of you guys. However, this is a really significant period in my life, and I will be damned if someone tarnishes it or makes me remember anything less than a wonderful moment."